Hey guys, great to see you all. So today we're going to start in a little seated position. So if you wouldn't mind just slowly making your way up into a seat, that would be wonderful. And if you would like to, you're very welcome to grab a block, sit on a block, roll your mat under, just to give you a little bit of height and a bit more comfortability. All right. So doing things with your hands which you find most comfortable with, you can either press your palms so they face up, you can press them so they're down. You can even press them like cradling them together. Entirely up to you. But as long as you can start to lift your spine up nice and tall. And we'll just take a couple of deep breaths just to start with. So if you breathe in through your nose, fill up your lungs and slowly breathe out through your mouth. We'll do 2 more. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, soften through your mouth. And just do 1 more. And if your eyes aren't closed, just let them close as you just settle into your seat just for a moment. So the first thing, just to try and like ground yourself, to settle yourself. And so if there's any kind of physical little bits that you might need to do just to think out, just by soft little movements, you can do that. How do you feel physically generally? And you can do a little quick body scan from the top of the head all the way down. It's just a nice way just to check in really and just have that focus point initially. And then working our way in a little bit more. So mentally, how is your mind? And are you able to conjure up a bit more of a focus point? So a nice way to do that is to do that, focus on your breathing. So if you can bring nice, just steady breaths all the way down into your lungs and try and breathe through your nose. From now all the way through until the end of the class. It's a nice way just to keep you steady, keep you calm, keep you a little bit more focused. And I might come around, assist, adjust, maybe head massage if anyone doesn't want to be kind of touched. Please let me know, super cool. If anyone's working with any injuries, now's a good time just to let me know. And in order just to help you to remember to breathe, I might say inhale, exhale, breathe in or breathe out. It's just a little prompt just to help you. Okay. So just bring a bit of movement now into your wrists and your fingers, your hands. And you can just start to take them to the sides, just working into your wrists just a little bit. And as you do that, you can then also start to bring a bit of just soft movement into your neck. So you can just start to draw the right ear down towards your right shoulder. How does that feel through that neck part? And then slowly rotating it down and then moving it towards the other side. Good. Coming back to the center, just draw your chin down towards your chest, and then you can just interlace your hands and just softly, like it's not really a tugging, it's just like Just an easy, gentle draw down. Good. And then as you start to open your eyes a little bit more, release your hands, and then we'll just work into your spine a little bit. And you can do just a bit of jigging about, moving one shoulder to one side then the other. And as you do that, you can then sway your torso about a little bit too. Good. And then from here, just come all the way back up. And you can start to lift your hands up, interlace your hands, and then really draw your arms all the way towards the sky. Good, and we'll just come into a little twist. So take your left hand to the outside edge of your right knee, and then your right hand back behind you. Sit up nice and tall, pull your tummy in, and then twist it around. Coming all the way back up to the top, stretch your arms all the way up, and then switch it about. So right hand to the outside edge of your left knee. Great work, cool. And then bring yourself back to the center. You're gonna fold over your legs and just allow yourself to fall forwards. Feel that in your hips. And then we're gonna see if you can make your way up onto all fours from that position. So it's like rolling over your shins and come up onto your hands and your knees. Good stuff. Do any little tweaks, movements, anything rolling about, anything with your wrists as well that you might like to do. As we then come into, just warm up our arms a touch more. So you can lift your shins up off the floor, lift the feet up. Just gonna do a few little pulses to warm up the torso a bit. Okay, so keeping your elbow tight to your body, this keeps the joints nice and strong. You build strength in the right places. You're gonna pulse yourself down and press yourself back up. So breathe in, come down, breathe out, press up. Breathe in, come down, breathe out, press up. We'll do two more. Pump yourself down, press up. And last one, come down, press back up. And this time actually we'll just come all the way down. Just have a little bit of a spine opener, just a little cobra. Just like lifting your chest up, not really using your hands too much. Bring your chest all the way back down. Push your bottom back towards your heels. Curl the toes under and then lift your bottom up and come up into what's called a down facing dog. Good. So in this down dog, it's like a little upside down V shape. Start to work your heels towards the floor a little bit. Pull up through your tummy as well to give you a bit more stability, and try and round or roll your shoulders away from each other. And even if they're quite tight at the moment, they'll loosen up over the next 5-10 minutes. So we're going to work into a couple of options of vinyasa. If you've never seen them before, have a little look. Otherwise, just join straight in. Okay? So the first one, we're going to roll into a plank position. And as you roll into the plank, in your plank, push and round through your upper back, and then tilt the pelvis towards your face. You can then drop your knees to the floor, and then bring the tops of the feet to the floor. Keep your elbows super tight to your body as you hover all the way down towards the mat. As you come down, you're then just going to lift your chest up without using your hands, and then bring your chest all the way back down. Push your bottom back towards your heels, and then lift all the way back up into a down facing dog. Good. Second option, if you want to go a little bit more energetic, you're going to come into a plank position, roll forwards, round through your upper back, tilt the pelvis towards your face, and then hover yourself down without dropping your knees to about elbow height. Then come onto the tops of the feet, press to the tops of the feet, and now activate your legs and protect your lower back. And then lift your bottom all the way back up into your starting position, your down dog. Yeah, so we'll do, let's do two more together. So choose the option you'd like to do. Add some breathing to it. So breathe in, come into a plank position. And then breathe out as you hover down, dropping your knees, chest down. Inhale as you lift the chest up. And then breathe out as you lift the bottom all the way back up. Good, do one more. So roll it into a plank position. Hover yourself down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up, pressing through the tops of the feet, soften through your elbows as 2. Stops the hyperextension, and then lift the bottom all the way back up. Good. All right, let's move a little bit differently now. Lift the right leg up nice and high. As you lift it up, you're then going to bend the right knee and roll your right hip open. Cool, this is called a split dog. Now bring your right foot all the way in between your hands. And you might find your right foot gets stuck, so you can then draw the right foot forward in between the hands. Drop the back knee onto the floor and bring the hands on the inside edge of the right foot. Wiggle the right foot out to the side a little bit more. And find a point with your hips where you're like comfortable with. So you can either stay on your hands, or if you want to drop onto your forearms, you're welcome to. But find a point where you can just stay there for a couple of moments. Focus on what you can feel in your hips. Close your eyes and breathe. Good. Lifting yourself back up. Keep the left hand planted on the floor. Draw the right hand to the inside edge of the right thigh. And then you can even lift the right arm all the way towards the sky. How does that feel across your chest? And then if you're feeling up for it, you can even bend the back leg and take hold of the back foot. However, that is an option and only an option. Good. And then you can release the left leg, bring the right hand down onto the floor, curl the back toes, and then step back into a plank position. Hover down. Breathe in and lift the chest all the way up. Press through the tops of the feet, and then breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Nice. So shoulders, give a little space in between those guys, and then that will use the side body muscles a bit more. Left leg lifts up nice and high. Bend the knee and roll the hip. Bring your left foot all the way in between your hands. Use your hand to draw it forward if it gets stuck, and drop the back knee onto the floor. Bring the hands on the inside edge of the left foot. Sink, fold, ease yourself down. Lift yourself back up. Keep the right hand planted, draw the left hand to the inside edge of the left thigh. Work it open a little bit. Lift the left arm to the sky. And if you're up for it, you can always reach around and grab the foot if you did on the other side. Release the foot. Curl the back toes. Step back into a plank. And hover down, knees, chest down. Breathe in and lift the chest up. Come onto the tops of the feet. Breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Good.